Guys, it's week 10 in the NFL, and there are 6 teams with a bye week, so they're on my entire fantasy football team. The Broncos, the Texans, the Jaguars, the Patriots, the Eagles, and the Redskins all have a bye week, but there's some really good matchups this week. Let's get to it. The 5-3 Carolina Panthers are going to be traveling to the 7-2 Green Bay Packers. The Carolina Panthers have won the last 2 out of their 3 games against the Packers. This weekend, it is supposed to snow. Matt LaFleur had the entire Packer team playing in the snow this week. He said, if you have to play in snow, why not practice in snow? Yeah, why practice indoors if you're gonna have to play in this kind of weather this weekend? So besides having home field advantage, they will also have advantage playing in that kind of weather. I'm really excited to see rookie quarterback Kyle Allen go against veteran quarterback Aaron Rodgers on his own home turf. The only thing is that the Panthers have a little secret weapon, which is not so secret. Christian McCaffrey, I mean, he is a beast. I would be shocked if McCaffrey doesn't end up MVP of the league. He leads the league in rushing yards per game, scrimmage yards per game, rushing touchdowns, scrimmage touchdowns, and touchdowns per game. I mean, this guy is incredible. Actually, I want to show you guys a little clip of my top 3 McCaffrey plays this year. Is having one of the best seasons a running back has had probably ever in history. The Packers right now are favored by 5.5 points, and I don't know, it's gonna be way too close for comfort. I feel safer taking the Panthers for the points here, so Packers are the win, but Panthers for the points. The Bengals are home this week, and they're looking for their first win at 0-8, and they're not going to get it. Yeah. Lamar Jackson now going against the worst team in the NFL. Congratulations now, should I just say it? I mean, the only thing left to talk about here is the spread. The Ravens right now are favored by 10.5 points, and I do think that's high considering the Bengals are home, but I think they're gonna win by 2 touchdowns. So I'm gonna take the Ravens for the win, the Ravens for the spread. Spread them. The Kansas City Chiefs are going to be playing the Tennessee Titans at home. The spread opened at 3.5 points, but that was before Mahomes has said he will start in Sunday's game. So with Mahomes back, the spread went up to 6.5 points in favor of the Chiefs. And I gotta tell you, I think the Chiefs have something to worry about here. Ryan Tannehill is 2-1 as a starting quarterback. I don't think you'll see too much running game this week from Mahomes as he's coming back a little bit early from his dislocated knee. I think the Chiefs can win this game. I do. I think they might win, but I don't think it's going to be by 6.5 points. If anything, it's going to be by a field goal. Kind of almost think the Titans might just win this game straight out. Definitely taking Titans for the spread here. Next up, we have an NFC North division rivalry of the 2 worst teams in the NFC North. So we got the Detroit Lions that are going to be traveling to the Chicago Bears. The Bears are favored right now by 2.5 points, but the Bears are only 2-6 against the spread. So I'm actually leaning toward the Lions here. Matthew Stafford has thrown for 10 touchdowns in the last 3 games. And Mitchell Trubisky is on a bit of a losing streak right now with 4 consecutive losses. So even though the Bears are home, I'm liking the Lions for this game. I'm going to take Lions for the win, and you get 2.5 points. Easy. The Atlanta Falcons are going to be playing the New Orleans Saints, who are fresh off of a bye week. The Saints are 7-1, and the Falcons are 1-7. Saints are going to win. It's at the Dome. So let's talk about that spread. 13.5 points. That is a lot. That is saying they have to win by 2 touchdowns, and I think 13.5 points is a little too high, so I'm going to take Falcons for the spread here. The Arizona Cardinals are going to be playing the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and even though the Cardinals have a better record than Tampa Bay, they don't have better stats. So I think Tampa Bay is going to win this game. Tampa Bay is favored by 4.5 points, and I think they're going to win by a touchdown. So I'm going to say Tampa Bay for the win and Tampa Bay for the spread. Spread them. And now we have Ashley's pick of the week. We got the Pittsburgh Steelers that are going to be hosting the Los Angeles Rams. The Steelers have won their last 3 matchups against the Rams. Not that that's saying much considering Mason Rudolph wasn't the quarterback. That was when starting quarterback Ben Roethlisberger was playing, and he is out for injury. And the Rams are finally going to have Clay Matthews back, who is out due to a broken jaw. The Rams are a 4-point favorite, and honestly, I think the Steelers are going to win this game. So I'm going to say Steelers for the win. You get 4 points. Ashley's pick of the week, Steelers. The Miami Dolphins are fresh off their first win of the season against the Jets, and they're going to be traveling to the Indianapolis Colts. Dolphins caught a little bit of a break because Jacoby Brissett is going to be out in Sunday's game. He injured his knee playing in last week's game, and now the Colts starting quarterback is going to be Brian Hoyer. I love seeing these backup quarterbacks getting a chance to shine, and this year they've all been proving themselves. Their first game, they come out strong. They give it all they've got. I definitely think the Colts are going to win here, but 11 points, I think that's a little too high, not having Jacoby Brissett in, so call me crazy, but I'm going to take the Dolphins for the spread. All right, and that is going to bring us to Sunday Night Football. We have the Dallas Cowboys that are going to be hosting the Minnesota Vikings. Believe it or not, the Dallas Cowboys have held their position as the #1 offense in the league. Still have no idea how that happened. This game is super important to the Cowboys. They need to secure the #1 spot in the NFC East. And if the Cowboys lose this game and somehow the Eagles beat the Patriots in week 11 and gives the Eagles the #1 spot in the NFC East, and wow, that would be amazing. But that's jumping ahead of ourselves. Basically, the Cowboys need to bring their A game. But there's also a lot on the line for the Vikings. The Vikings are 6-3, and if Green Bay loses to the Titans this week, that will put them both at 7-3. But since the Packers already played the Vikings in week 2 and the Packers won, that does still keep them in the lead, but not by much. This game is super important for the Vikings. They need to give it all they've got. Same as the Cowboys. I am pumped for this matchup, guys. As an Eagles fan, I really want the Vikings to win, but my gut and statistics are telling me I'm pretty sure it's going to be the Cowboys. So I'm going to take Cowboys for the win, and I think they're going to cover that 3-point spread. Spread them. All right, guys, we have a really good Monday Night Football matchup for you. We have the undefeated San Francisco 49ers that are going to be hosting the Seattle Seahawks. It's an NFC West division rivalry of the two top teams in the division. 49ers are undefeated at 8-0, but the Seahawks are just behind them at 7-2. They have really played amazing. Russell Wilson has just been phenomenal this year. The San Francisco 49ers currently have the #1 defense in the league, and they're going against the Seahawks with the 4th-ranked offense in the league. Where the Seahawks are going to run into a little bit of problem is going to be their defense. Right now, they're allowing 25.6 points per game. That's too much. That's too high. Their defense is ranked 25th in the league, and that isn't good for a 7-2 team and against the San Francisco 49ers, who have the #1 defense in the NFL. Even though the Seahawks defense isn't the best, I still like them for the win here. And you get 6.5 points. So if you don't believe me, at least take them for the spread. And guys, that is my show. Thank you, Blaze, for coming on. Cheers! I'll see you next week.